welcome back to this Smart Fellas once again. Episode 3. I know we was kind of gone for a while, but we're gonna work on our consistency. But we're glad to be back today.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
hope everyone's doing well today. It's raining right now where I'm at, so that kind of sucks for me. But just keep pushing.
Yeah. It's pretty cloudy where I'm at. Obviously, you can't see it because I closed the window and put the blinds down. But it's the weather could be better. Could be better.
Ain't gonna lie, Miguel. I'm liking the view inside your house right now. Is that a
Uh,
collage of you over there on the left with four
let's
pictures of you?
um let's do some explaining. Let's do some explaining here. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm back home now. Now, this is my parents' house, and a couple years ago, I graduated high school. So, my mother, who is a very affectionate person, decided, you know what, you're not going to be in your room at all, so we're going to miss you. So what's a better way to while you're gone, remember that you're still alive, somewhere. Let's get four giant pictures of yourself, terrible pictures of yourself that you took senior year for the stupid yearbook, and let's just plop them right on top of your bed. So yeah, there's four pictures of me, as you can see, hitting different poses. The top two are supposed to be like mafia boss poses. You can
Mm.
see I got the suit on and everything. It's even worse when you get up front to the image because I've had people, obviously I've had friends come over or whatever. They look at the pictures and they laugh at it. Obviously, who wouldn't laugh at it? You got a shrine of yourself in your own bedroom. And then they angle the phone. They grab their phone and they angle it up, and it makes me look like I got like the biggest chin of all time. And it's definitely not the most flattering, but it's okay. Yeah, you can also I got a mirror in the back, so Curtis, you can see little mini Curtis over there, mini Curtis in the background. You can see like my reflection, I guess. Um,
Ah man.
you got some pictures of me when I was younger up there, and I got that's Darth Vader right there. Darth Vader's looking at me while
Oh,
I'm sleeping. There's also a Thanos behind him, but I'm not gonna go get him.
all right. No problem. No
Um,
problem.
there were gifts when I was in high school, and I just never took them down. It's fine. Other than that, we got the bed. I don't know. It's yeah, because I had to leave, had to come home, be with the family a little bit, relax, holiday. Uh, but obviously, something's happened. A little unfortunate, but for those of you who don't know, it's a big drive from where I was before,
Mm.
and I come back, get all my stuff set up, all my stuff clean, and I'm putting my PC setup back together. I turn it on, and boom, one of my monitors just a big ass crack right across the screen.
Pushing out.
So now I have one monitor down. Let's hope I'm this last monitor is surviving. It's the better monitor, to be fair. At least it was the shittier monitor that I've had for like 4 years that collapsed on itself. It was like a Samsung monitor, but GG's. It's like $100 to replace the screen. It's curved, so it's GG's for fixing it. I might as well. I'm just waiting for Memorial Day. Hopefully, they got some good sales on monitors. Otherwise, gonna have one monitor only,
You know
one and
what?
done.
You might be lucky, man. You just might be lucky, but we'll never know.
Might be lucky that my fucking monitor got collapsed. And just I get back, I turn it on, and there's just a big crack on the entire screen, and you can see nothing. It's just like a bunch of colors turned on. It's like
You
a
know what?
rainbow.
I
Yeah,
would just cry, bro. I would just cry.
yeah, yeah. I almost did. I almost did. But it's okay. We had another monitor, so we well, I have two monitor. I had two monitors. Now I only have one. So I'm
Hope
broken now.
anyone listening out there, please support Miguel's GoFundMe for this new monitor. He needs about $2,000 to make this happen. So if you can send
Wait,
it in the YouTube
2,000?
channel, that'll be appreciated.
That would be appreciated. $2,000 for a monitor. I'll get one of those crazy, like the those super curved, like 37-inch monitors that are basically TVs. It'll start over here, go all the way around, and right there, bro.
But that's
Immersive.
smart. That's smart.
It is fire. I'll be immersed. gaming is gonna be elite. Like if I play FIFA, I'm gonna be able to see the entire pitch. What's my opponent gonna do if I just boot it to my forward, who he can't even see or track? Yeah.
Now that means zero excuses if you lose.
This is why I don't play FIFA anymore. No, it's okay.
Oh,
Sometimes life just happens. Life just happens. So now you know. Now you know the story of my shrine and my monitor. So we've had a happy couple days over here. Happy couple days.
a couple of interesting, funny things. So one of the things we're gonna bring back today is gonna be hot takes. I love
All
hot
right.
takes.
Yeah.
Some of them I despise truly, but I love some hot takes. So I'm gonna share about
Well,
5 of these I thought about. All right,
all right. All right.
hot take number one. How do you feel about when someone comes inside of a room and just like greets everybody? The one person who's always just like, "Hey, hey, how's it going? Hey," just in a room.
Okay. It depends on the person. I'm not gonna lie, because you got some people that don't want to say hi to this person, and they still walk in and pretend everyone wants to say hi at them. Now, this is mad annoying, but you got the nice chill people that they're just being nice, saying hi to everybody, respectful. Why you're a hater? You're a D1 hater for the nice people who say hi to everyone. Am I supposed to say bye? I don't know. I don't think I don't think I'm I don't think I hate them that much. I think it depends on the person. Obviously, some people definitely be getting on my nerves, but I don't know. If you say hi to everyone, that's usually just being nice. I mean, some people, I guess, aren't. But why?
I
What
don't
do
know.
you think
Feel
he's
like
about to
to a
say?
limit. I feel like
Fuck
to an
him.
extent, sometimes you got those positive peats. Like they're always positive. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being too positive, but I'm like sometimes I could be a hater sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to see you be too happy. Because now
Yeah.
it's just like
Sometimes.
if I came into a mood of this and you're just like you're here and I'm here, I'm just like, bruh, I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
deal
Yeah.
with that. Like
Sometimes you.
like literally
Sometimes you're just.
today. Like today, I'm at work and the atmosphere was just like it was low. You have that one person who's just like, "Hey, what's everyone doing?" And they were all just looking at him, just like, "Bro, it's
Honestly,
not the
bro.
day. Can't be the day." But you know
Yeah.
what?
I.
I understand though. It's fine.
I
It's
see it,
nothing
bro.
wrong with saying hi to everybody. It's perfectly fine.
See? Like sometimes you just hate someone for being too positive or too nice or whatever. That's just the way it is. It's like you don't know why you don't like them, but you just don't like them. You just got that gut feeling, and it doesn't matter how positive they are. You think there's something about them that really doesn't make sense. But I could
Now,
feel it. I could see it.
this second hot take is kind of controversial because I've actually talked about this with a few people. Number two, do you talking to your Uber driver is mandatory.
Okay, now it depends which side of the world you're in. For starters, if you're in Eastern Europe, I very highly suggest you get life advice from these Uber drivers. Their life advice is absolutely either just pure racist and insane, or they will give you like the best life advice, Master Oogway type shit. Like they will.
Mm,
There's no in between. If you're in the U.S., you don't have to talk to your Uber driver,
no.
right? Those people are mad weird sometimes, bro.
Oh
Not
my
even that. It's
god.
like, hey, are you my Uber? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. That's all you have to say. Curtis, I do gotta say though, you were talking about my background, and I gotta talk about yours. It looks
Ah,
like it's
damn.
a man performing some form of salute. What is let's
Well, actually, you can't see it, but on this side, there's actually like there's a statue with a flag on it.
mm,
Now, I don't know what flag it
okay,
is,
okay.
so maybe he can be, put into that and, like,
New York
freedom,
or somewhere.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but the way he's holding out his arm, his arm is straight. Uh, considering there's a certain salute that people should not be doing. It's
Hey,
straight arm.
no, don't even go
Where
there.
are you? Where are you? Is this the base of operations? Is the base of operations? What's happening?
God damn it! Don't even do that, bro. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on for this bad. Sorry.
In the second, like while Curtis moves positions, it changes his background. He turns on the crappy background blur that Discord has to offer.
All right, now number
Anyways,
three.
my
I
bad.
hate
Back
this.
to the hot takes.
I hate this one. Number three. Turbulence is the best part of a flight.
Okay, what?
Now listen.
You're actually a bum. Yeah, actually
I
just a
hate
bum.
planes. I hate planes with the passion of my life. I would go on the planes because obviously, if there's somewhere too far, I'm not driving 12 plus hours. That's crazy. So,
12 is where you draw the line. You're not. You're driving. If it's 11, you're still driving.
hey, because when I tell you that turbulence is just, that's a whole different level. And one of the things I still don't understand is why are we having road bumps in the air? Like, that's not ordinary turbulence right there, Miguel. That's a road bump rage. And I'm just like,
Okay.
bro,
So your opinion is that it is the best part or not
no,
the best
that's the
part?
worst part of the flight.
Who
Personally,
the
my
heck says
best
it
part
is? I've never heard
personally, my
anyone say
best
it
part
is.
is the landing.
Yeah, getting off the plane. That's the best part. Nah, there's some peaceful things about it when you're just in the air in the middle of nowhere, just chilling, watching a movie, playing a game on your iPad, or your PlayStation Portable that you brought with you, or your DS. You're just chilling. There's something nice about that. Now, turbulence. I've never heard anyone say that's the best part of the plane. It's a crazy take. I don't know why you would willingly want to go on like a bumpy ride, but I guess you like the bumps. I guess. Um, no, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with like the wind and all of that stuff. So that's why it's bumpy. But I will agree. It does feel like you're passing through an earthquake and what's happening there.
Feels like I'm
Going
cooked.
straight for the storm. You know what I mean?
All right. Number four. What do you feel about people who wear sunglasses indoors?
All right. As someone who sometimes
Oh,
wears sunglasses. Okay. Now, in the past, I have myopia, so I use glasses, and I didn't wear contacts for the longest time. So sometimes, like when it was hot outside, I would wear my sunglasses that would have my prescription in it, and then I'd wear them indoors because if I didn't, I wasn't seeing anything. I would be blind legally blind. Why are you staring at me like you're about to commit a crime?
not
Um,
yet, but
sometimes no, I like to take it off indoors. I think it's weird to wear sunglasses inside. Like, why would I really want? Unless it's like a really bright room, there's no reason to darken the room. Like, I don't get it. I don't really see it. I think it's an interesting thing to wear sunglasses indoors for the style or something. When you got to hide your eyeballs, I don't really see. Don't see what the point is.
you know what? I think it's weird to have sunglasses while playing sports.
Yeah.
Now listen, no, because there's people who would actually play like basketball and stuff, and they have sunglasses, and then they complain mid game, why am I missing my shots? And I'm like, because,
Okay.
bro, you're blinding yourself in pure darkness while shooting the basketball. Why do you think you're missing your damn shots?
Okay. Now listen. I
Oh,
counter argument.
all right, tell me.
I used to go to the beach a lot when I was younger, and a big problem of going to the beach is that the sand is very bright, and when the sun is out, it's shining on the sand, and you are getting blinded all the time. So if you're not wearing sunglasses, you can't even look up. This is gonna be you looking up. You're gonna be fucking eyes closed the entire time because you won't see a thing. So I would wear sunglasses at the beach even when I'm playing sports at the beach. but I wouldn't do it indoors. That's insane. Why the hell would I do it indoors? Or if it's like evening, I wouldn't do it either. Only if it's like the middle of the day and the sun is like shining straight through my soul. It's the only real. Now I got a hot take for you.
All right, lay it on me.
Crust is the best part of the bread. Now, hear me out. Now, obviously, there's some bread that like no part of the bread is good part of the bread. Even the crust is ass. So like your shitty like like the square pieces of bread that loaves that come out, those are garbage regardless. Now, if you go to like a bakery and get like a nice loaf of a bread or a baguette, that crunchiness outside mm, is the best part of the bread. No, like without fail, it's the best every single time. Thoughts?
All right, no, all right.
You'd be worried for my
No,
safety?
no. You're good because I enjoy the crust too. Now, here's my question: are you the one to eat the crust first before actually eating the general pizza?
No comment.
Ah,
I
damn.
may or may not. Oh, listen. I don't grab the pizza with my hands. I eat it with like a fork and knife because that's proper. Shout out the British guy who does the all right, let's not shout out the British guy, but it's a proper way to eat, fork and knife. So I cut off the crust, which is the nice crunchy part, and then I get like but I take a slice at a time. I don't just eat the entire crust of the pizza and then eat the middle part of the pizza. But I'm also not one of those weirdos who doesn't eat the fucking crust of the pizza. If you don't eat the crust of your pizza, what the fuck are you doing? It's genuinely insane. That's psychopath activities. That's worse than eating the crust first. But yeah, I do eat the crust first. I eat the crust, cut off the crust, eat the crust, and then you start from the smallest slice and you get like you keep cutting, so you keep getting like the smallest side of the slice. So you cut like the bottom half of the triangle, and then you keep going up until you get to like the middle part with the juicier part. You leave like the juicier part with most of the ingredients for last. That's how I usually go about it. Why is it?
You know what? No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. No problem.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
fair.
gonna get jumped on my
No,
way.
no.
On my way
I mean, I
to
might not
school.
jump you, but the viewers might. But you good. You good.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. All right.
Let's hope not.
Last one. To be honest, this one I have no idea what's a hot take. But what is your opinions on situationships? You know what a situationship is?
Yeah, I know what a situationship is.
What's your opinions?
Um,
Do you think they even like should they happen or should life really just be you like someone and you don't like someone?
I mean, I've had a situationship before, um, but it was because like we were both stupid, so no one ever
Okay.
really. I was too afraid to make a move, and they were too afraid to make a move. And then later on, we found out we both liked each other. So it's on us, probably on me, um, as the man not making the move. Although I don't know, she could have made the move too. I mean, freedom. I mean, the women can do that now. Really. And a lot of people do. Um, but yeah, I had a situationship. I think it's just natural. I think sometimes it doesn't work out. But if it doesn't work out, just move on. Don't be fucking hung on to your situationship. That's just stupid. That's.
That's hard to people, but okay.
I mean, dude, it's just honest, man. Like sometimes a situationship can happen, and but if it's not like a mutual like if a situationship doesn't revolve around both parties, like sometimes situationship is like someone is in love with someone who doesn't love him back. All right, move the fuck on then. They don't love you back, bro.
Damn right.
Like, like I feel like my situationship was a little bit different because it was just we were stupid, but and nobody made a move. But if you like someone who doesn't like you back, just move on. That's not a situationship. That's just being stupid.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Nah, you're right.
look,
You agree 100%. You're right. Nah.
nothing but correct opinions over here. Nothing but the rightest opinion.
All right. That was
What
all the
about
hot
you?
takes.
What about you? You didn't tell me how you eat the pizza. Uh oh. This
Listen,
guy's gonna.
listen. I hate
Please
the
tell me you're
pizza.
not one of the people who like? Are you one of the people who like fold the pizza in half and then like grab two slices at once and eat it?
No, wait,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
wait,
Thank God.
what's that?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They got bullied off doing that. I mean, they do this. You know, sometimes it's funny because I think bullying is the answer, and this is exactly one of those times where bullying was absolutely the answer. Bullying didn't work. We were going to resort to violence because that's insane eating a pizza like that. Yeah, grabbing the whole pie, folding the entire thing, and then cutting two slices, eating. Okay, bro.
I've
Like it's
never,
one
I'm
thing.
not gonna lie, I've never heard of that.
One thing like grabbing is two slices, folding them, and eating them together. That's different. But folding the entire thing in half is insane. That's pure like that's like how the Joker would eat fucking pizza. If I mentally insane people, man. These people should not be able to walk around, roam the streets.
Jesus, no, no.
But yeah, so you're not one of those people. So how do you eat pizza?
Yeah, I grab it, I eat it, rest is lies, I devour that too, and I move on. Next slice.
Brilliant, brilliant. how many how many pizzas per meal are you? Are you like a 0.5 or a 1 or a 0.8? How many pizzas?
Now I'm somebody who can eat a whole medium pie by himself. That's about 6 to 8 slices.
How many inches is the medium pie? Is that like 12 or 14 inches?
Like 12.
So about average. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I reckon I'm like my average for pies per meal is definitely like at a 0.9. Usually I eat an entire pizza per meal. Just I'm just a big boy. And sometimes there's a rare occasion where I miss like two slices. Like last time I had an instance where I didn't even finish my pizza. I ate like what 6 of the 10 slices they cut. I was like,
Damn.
damn, what's happening? I'm losing my
God.
mojo. I'm losing
God.
I'm losing my skill. Yeah, definitely a point 0.9 for pizzas per meal. What do you reckon you are? You're 0.95 or
You're
less?
like a point 975.
Yeah, 0.97. Yeah,
Yeah, point
almost
nine
at a
seven.
1. You're a big boy like me.
Alright, bro. I suppose so. Alright, well, that was all the hot takes of the day. If you have any hot takes, definitely throw it in the Discord. If in the Discord, if not, please join the Discord. Or you could throw it on our YouTube, or you could throw it on this video for the comments. So you might hear it next episode. 95% maybe. All right.
Wait, is this your 9.90? Oh my god, 97.5% of your pizza ability? Join.
I'll gamble it. Oh, now with that out the way. One of the most important things going on right now is the NBA, Miguel. I know
Uh
you don't
oh.
watch a lot of basketball now. It's alright, I understand. But
I know my goats.
you
That's
know your
it.
goats? Alright. Name me five.
My bad. You cut off entirely for a second there. I said I know my goats, and then you just decided to start speaking computer language, so I didn't hear anything you said. It's my bad. You know who the goats are?
Who's the goats?
Michael Jordan,
Uh-huh.
and I guess people have LeBron James in there. I
Uh-huh.
guess if I had to, bro. If I had to. Nah, the glazing on LeBron actually needs to be studied. There's no athlete who has this level of glazing other than maybe Ronaldo or Messi. But that's insane. They're making songs about him. What is this, bro?
Nah.
It's
I was just about to
insane.
say that, bro. All those AI
Now,
made songs is crazy.
some of them aren't even AI. Some of them are some dude like covering like a bunch of songs, and he literally has these banger lyrics that go on about it. Like I like there's this cover about talking to the moon, but it's talking about LeBron.
Oh.
It's so it's so magical, so like they just pick the right songs to do it. But yeah, I've seen a bunch of LeBron covers. The "You Are My Sunshine" meme is elite. I mean, obviously. What else? I mean, LeBron. He's just that guy, bro. Yeah. I my favorite by far my favorite thing about LeBron is his capping ability. I mean, he's got a
Another
if
capper.
he was Pinocchio, he would his nose would be very long because my by far my favorite video is him. He's got a video with Marcus Rashford, who's a famous footballer, where he's like, "Oh, I used there used to be my coach used to say." Or like whatever it is, and he's like, "Put yourself in positions where you're not comfortable." And LeBron is like, "Yeah, yeah, that's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying." It's like, LeBron, you never heard this saying before. Don't be saying
Nah,
that's your
bro.
favorite. Or
Look,
they
Cap.
ask him who his favorite soccer players are, and he's like, he brings up Ronaldo, he brings up Messi, and then he's like, and then everyone on Liverpool, straight up, he doesn't know a single person on Liverpool. Let's be real, even though he co-owns like 12% of it or whatever. But yeah, so look cap videos are pretty funny. The one where they ask him what he likes about the book he's reading, and he definitely has not read a single chapter. He's like, yeah, Malcolm X was, he's just making up a bunch of
Bro
bullshit.
said, you know.
Yeah, you know. He's like, I'm only one chapter in, but I'm reading the book. No, he's not. No, you're not, LeBron. Just be for real. Uh, yeah,
Now, one of the things about the NBA right now is famous New York Knicks. Now, the New
yeah,
York Knicks has been shitted on for
garbage.
years. I ain't gonna lie, because they haven't had the chip in centuries. They were
I
close
mean, they
last
have,
year, but then they lost, so they never got to the finals. But
but this year,
now listen,
mhm,
this year,
they beat the winners though. They beat
yeah.
the champs
Now
from last year.
they're
I'm
going
not,
against the
I'm not
Pacers, but they just lost yesterday. So I mean, they lost
Jesus.
they lost game one. So I mean, they still have time. But I think my greatest fear is that the New York
Is them
Knicks
winning.
win this game. New York is cooked.
Yeah,
Ste-
bro, it's done. It's done. It's done. You gotta have the entire city of New York just on lockdown. Nobody's allowed to leave their homes, bro. Nobody's about to come into New York or get out of New York because that's gonna be a shit fest. It's like if the Detroit Pistons out of nowhere became an actual decent team. Like Detroit is cooked as well. Like it's, like what I don't know. They beat my boy, my Portuguese goat, the only Portuguese player to get a trophy, an NBA title, Nemias Keita for the Celtics.
uh,
Um, he's actually goated, my goat, legend. Yeah, but I've seen pictures of New York after that win, and I'm not gonna lie, it's only gonna get worse if they
it's
keep
cooked.
winning. So
Uh,
if
listen, for
we
anyone living in New York like me, I gotta start packing soon. Not gonna lie, they're gonna probably throw the Statue of Liberty overboard.
leave while you can, leave while you can.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be
I
raids all
hope
night. It's gonna be raids all night, bro.
I don't think. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be rough.
I ain't gonna lie. I might be
Everybody
that
go
one guy
back.
at the raid.
Go go back to Ellis Island. That's the only way you survive.
What if you can't swim?
You're cooked, dude. You're cooked. Why can't you swim, Curtis? You can't swim.
No comment.
Yeah, it's cooked. We should do a smart fellas go swimming at one point. That would be funny.
He's playing with
Would
my
you be in
life,
the kiddie pool?
guys. He's playing with my life.
Would there would be a lifeguard on duty
Mm.
until they're winning.
First
Uh,
video, smart fellas go swimming. Second video, second one, smart fellas learn CPR.
what a funeral! A smart fellas funeral. The end of smart fellas.
Right there,
It's
because I
okay. It's
drowned.
okay. It's okay, Curtis. We'll start at the kiddie pool where you can
Oh,
actually, we'll buy out the pool. There will be no kids in the kiddie pool, unfortunately for you. And then, you'll be able to tiptoe and you'll be able to survive and not die in the swim. And we'll learn. I'll get you one of those like those braces that they put on the arms, the floaty thingies. That's how
really?
I learned this. Yeah, you get the floaty thingies on the arms, and then you won't sink. You'll be able to learn how to swim, and then you'll
I
be
don't.
set for life. You know, now that
I
you
don't
know that New York is cooked, wouldn't it be helpful learning how to swim so you can
listen.
get the fuck out of there?
I don't feel like it was my fault. I couldn't swim. Like my mother and my father, they were supposed to teach me a couple of a couple of kid friendly things. Like, I was supposed to learn how to ride a bike. I got a bike for my
You
seventh
know how
birthday.
to-
Mind you, I got this bike, and the only reason why I didn't get to ride the bike is because one, there was no space for the bike in the house. So my dad threw the bike out. So I didn't even get the chance to even use the bike. So bike riding gone. I was only able to learn how to ride a bike just literally 3 years ago by myself.
You know what? Respect. Self-teaching yourself to ride a bike is respect. Um, yeah, I had to. I didn't. Okay, so when I was younger, my parents tried to get me to ride a bike, but I kept falling and I didn't want to learn
Uh,
because I was just being a little bitch. You know. And later on, I ended up learning how to ride a bike because we had to, and we ended up touring like an entire country by bike. So that was pretty cool because like there was no cars because this is an island in the middle of nowhere. So you bike everywhere. You don't drive a car. So I was on my own. I almost died because this van came out of nowhere and almost fucking like
Ooh,
knocked me. So like there was like the cliff down, right? And we're riding down, the three of us,
yeah.
but I'm in front because they want to be able to see me, right? In case anything happens, I'm in front. Okay, so there's a turn, and I'm on the ledge, and I turn, and this van comes out of nowhere at like 40 miles an hour, and he's like a really late turn. Like you hear the as he's turning, and I almost get hit like like the handle on the bike, the side of it literally gets scrapes off of this van.
Oh
Like it
wow.
scrapes off this van as I'm turning like away, and I almost go straight down like a ditch to the side of. It wasn't that close. I'm overreacting for drama, but yeah, it did scrape the van, and my parents were very very scared that I would die, but I was okay. I
Wouldn't
was
be.
chilling. I was like 12.
I
I was like
mean,
13 years old. Just vibing. Me and my bike.
me and my bike. Wait, ain't you make a
Yeah.
song about that?
Okay, bro. Yeah, I did. It's got nothing to do with it. It's got nothing to do about a bike. It's not about a bike. It's about growing old. So you're too big for your bike. That's the point. Is that you grow out of the bike because the bike is now not a kid's bike, and you're definitely too big for that kid's bike.
I think I would still ride
Did
that bike,
you,
Loki. Ain't gonna lie.
it hurts. It hurts because your knees go all the way to like the fucking hand. So you can't ride it because it will literally hurt. It'll cause so much pain. I'm not ready for that pain.
Well,
You know,
that's
um, aside from the New York
that's.
Knicks, I
Oh,
don't
you
know if
know,
you.
I'll be
I don't know
honest.
if.
I feel like it's still a lose-lose situation. If they win, we're cooked. If they lose, we're still cooked. So to be honest, we're already cooked to go.
Hey, that's the
Made it
city that
too
never
far.
sleeps. City that never sleeps. The Big Apple.
Indeed. This is real
You
life
know what I mean?
Gotham, guys. Real life Gotham City.
Honestly, I still think if any city was gonna be Gotham, it would be Detroit. It wouldn't be New York. Like, just think about it. Like, what bad stuff happens in New York that hasn't already happened in Detroit? If anything bad is gonna happen, my first guess is Detroit as the city that something bad's gonna happen. But New York is definitely learning to be one of those cities. Definitely making moves to become one. But hey, at least they have a Taylor Swift song about him.
Oh my
You got
gosh.
that going for itself. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Let's move on from the NBA and the
We're moving
inevitable
on.
doom of New York City.
We're moving on.
Um, have you seen any Marvel movies since like Endgame? Because
Ugh. Uh, oh, to be fair, me and my kids for fourth and fifth grade, we did go see Thunderbolts recently.
oh
So we made it was like a whole school trip, so we went to go see
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It was
elite,
okay. I'm not
elite,
gonna lie. It was kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. It was cool.
yeah, yeah. So I have only seen. Well, okay. So I was a big Marvel fan growing up. Always was. Spider Man was obviously my favorite. My parents said that when I was younger, I could literally recite the entire movie, like the script, because I just seen it that many times.
Goddamn.
The originals, the Tobey Maguire ones. I've seen all of the Spider Man movies, all of the ones that exist, except for the Japanese one. I'm
It was
not
a
going to watch that.
Japanese one?
Yeah, there's a Japanese Spider Man. I'm not watching that though.
Okay.
Um, and um, and I was really excited to post Endgame. Now, this is where the fall off starts to happen. Eternals, Eternals, whatever. I didn't. I think Eternals was just like they should have just made it a show. I don't know why they made it a movie. Because you don't really care about like 90% of the characters in that movie to begin with. So, except for like maybe like the big three. Um, but yeah, that movie was okay. It was whatever. And then Shang Chi. I don't know. I don't quite know remember the order, but basically COVID happens, right? So you have like all the TV shows, your Falcon Winter Soldier and your WandaVision, and I actually liked those. I thought they were fun. They were enjoyable.
Hmm.
And Loki season one comes out, and I'm like, oh boy, this is good. This is good. So Marvel's
Fire.
actually like, looking here.
Oh boy.
And then we start getting into Miss Marvel, She Hulk,
Ah.
and I'm like, all right. Oh wait, before that I watched Moon Knight, and Moon Knight, I love Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. Then Miss Marvel starts, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of boring, kind of lame, but it's whatever. I'll watch it. Then She Hulk comes out. And this was right around when they bought like the rights to Daredevil or whatever, and they brought him back. So I was really excited because I love Daredevil, and the TV show on Netflix is amazing.
Hmm.
I still haven't watched Born Again. I'm like a couple episodes in. But yeah, I was watching that, and I'm like, you know what? Daredevil's gonna be in it. I have to watch it. What the fuck is what who who what is going on in that writers' room?
Uh,
Genuinely, who like read the entire thing and was like, you know what? This is peak. That shit is garbage. I cannot believe I sat through the entire thing and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from Marvel. I'm gonna take a break from any other shit.
damn.
So I took a break. I came back. I watched Shang Chi. I watched the Multiverse of Madness and the Spider-Man movie. Obviously, Spider-Man movie was good. Then I watched Multiverse of Madness. Extremely disappointed because what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, it was. Dude, don't get me started, bro.
Okay.
Don't get me
Never
started.
mind.
You're telling me that her whole point of being evil is that she has to go into another dimension and just kill a bunch of people just cause, and she couldn't just find a dimension where her kids are alive and she died in an accident or some bullshit and just take over that? What the
She was
fuck
a.
is the entire point of the movie? No, get out. This fucking movie is terrible, bro. What's happening?
She was
I don't even
fueled
care
by.
about Marcus Chavez, but dude, there's no explanation to this movie. This fuck, they have a whole redemption at the end of WandaVision, and they say, you know what? I don't care. And they just fucking make her evil immediately. What the fuck is happening? There's no character arc. It's like they didn't even fucking watch the shows or the movies that led up to that moment. They just said, you know what? Let's just grab like a random like Wanda, make her character whatever the fuck, and do that. Okay, so the continuity is absolute horrendous there. So I then get massively disappointed at that. But then I watch Shang-Chi and I'm like, you know what? This is good again. This is good. They had some slip ups. And then I watch Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
Ah.
Now, this is where I genuinely say goodbye to Marvel for good. I'm like, you know what? I can't be asked. That movie, what was happening in that movie? That movie might be worse. That movie might be worse than She-Hulk. I'm not even lying. And I don't even like She-Hulk. Bro, what is going on in that movie, bro? The entire time it's Hope Van Dyne going, or not Hope. Is Hope the mother? I don't remember. The mother going, "Oh, trust me, trust me. Just fucking say it, bitch." The entire movie would be fine if you had just said something. Not to mention the CGI in that movie is horrible. Obviously it's probably not the VFX's fault. It's probably Disney, trying to get that movie out as quick as possible. So the artists are probably rushed. So probably not on them. but still, that movie looks terrible. The plot is horrible. The only good part about that fucking movie is Jonathan Majors, who ends up being a fucking molester or some bullshit. So I can't even
Oh, that,
can't
all of that,
well,
right, right.
I can't even like him for that. So the entire movie's garbage. So the entire movie's garbage. So I quit Marvel. I literally haven't seen anything since until they bring back Captain America: Brave New World, and I'm like, you know what? I miss these Marvel movies. You know, I miss being able to, I know they announced Doctor Doom or whatever. Maybe I should, lock in for these movies so that
Mhm.
I know what's happening in Avengers Doomsday when, the actual good fucking heroes that they announced like ages ago actually come back. Oh, I'm not going to talk about Thor Love and Thunder either because I
Oh.
have mixed feelings about that, but those screaming goats. But anyways, I I think I watched Captain America: Brave New World, and I watched it and I was like, you know what, this isn't bad. It would have been way better if they had not made a sequel to the Incredible Hulk, which is the worst Marvel movie, except maybe the Marvels, but I haven't seen that, so I don't know if that's true. What the hell? Why did they tease the Red Hulk in the trailer? It's the entire reason, like the entire like climax of the movie is whether or not he turns into the Red Hulk, which you already know. I already talked about the story and like why the story isn't the best in the thing, but I think you know what I needed like a superhero movie to come back. I needed Marvel to come back, so I was like, you know what, it's whatever. And I was really excited for Thunderbolts because I thought it was going to be really good.
What do you think
And
about
then
it?
I watched Thunderbolts is excellent. It's such a good movie. Now they have like the theme in it, which is what truly makes it a good movie. Is Bob obviously. Obviously my goat Bucky Barnes in there. Hey man,
Bucky.
I had an argument with a friend because he was like, "How the fuck is Bucky like a member of Congress if this dude was literally like murdering congressmen 5 fucking years ago as a Russian agent?" And I'm like, "Yes, but you're also a bitch. So shut up." Anyways, it's part of the comics or whatever. They have some explanation. Also, he gets cured in Falcon Winter Soldier, and he was for some reason he was mad at the way they were portraying John Walker. John Walker's a dickhead. Like he actually is a dickhead. So it's perfectly reasonable to paint him as a dickhead when he is a dickhead. I mean,
Wasn't
they
he
they
the
reiterated
wasn't he supposed to be the second Captain America, if I remember?
he's the knockoff Captain America.
Right, the one
Uh,
that they
who,
they they
well,
gave him the shield and they took that shit back.
well, you know why they took that shield back? Because this guy killed a man who was surrendering in
Oh.
open public. So
Oh.
obviously, this dude is not okay in the movie. And I'm like arguing with this guy. I'm like, what are you talking about? This dude was surrendering and he murdered someone in thin air.
Oh, okay.
Surrendering. He's like, okay, I didn't remember that. My bad. I'm like,
You
yeah,
know
you're bad. It's
you know what?
crazy.
I never got to watch that movie, so I never knew what happened.
No, it's the
But
Falcon Winter Soldier TV show. It's okay. It touches on like a lot of like racial inequalities within Marvel. I think it does a decent job in it and
okay.
thematically. Obviously, there's some plot holes, but what Marvel movie doesn't have plot holes at this point?
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I watched Thunderbolts. I thought it was very, very good. The
What do you
way
think
that
about the villain,
well, Void.
Void?
Well, I think that they did an excellent job in showcasing. I think a lot of Marvel movies have missed this humanistic aspect to the characters. So a lot of them are heroes, but deep down they're human. They're relatable. That's what makes superheroes so popular is that everyone wants to be a superhero, right? But it's because they're also human. So you can feel what they feel, you understand what they understand. So making Sentry or Bob or Void or whoever you want to call it, like adding so much depth to that character, and especially Yelena, who's technically like the main character in this movie, is really what makes like the movie so good. Is because they focus so much on mental illness, and it's not necessarily your fault that you feel this way, and you shouldn't be shoving this down into a void.
Yeah.
Excellent wordplay. No, I thought the writers cooked absolutely with this movie, and the story is amazing. The cast, even though it's not an excellent cast, like it's not like the big stars, the big names that you're gonna see now for Fantastic Four. like they played their roles perfectly. I thought. Also, thought it was crazy. I'm gonna spoil it here, but I think everyone already knows. Taskmaster dies like 5 minutes in. Gang, what is happening here? I throwaway character that dies 5 minutes in is crazy. Like I had a bet going on with one of my friends. I thought that Taskmaster would be one of those characters where they die, where they die in the void, or like they die like at some point through the movie that actually gets the group together. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Coulson does in Infinity War or the first Avengers movie, but doesn't. So I was kind of stunned when they die like immediately. That was a little
Yeesh.
bit of surprise for me.
God damn.
How about you? You like Thunderbolts? Yeah, you like Thunderbolts? How did the kids react?
I mean, the kids love action, so of course they were like, "Ooh, wow!" Like, they was hype,
Yeah.
I was there for the Go Buggy, definitely,
Yes,
definitely
sir.
there for Buggy.
Yeah. Yes,
But
sir. Mr. Bucky Barnes.
it was good though. It
Sebastian
was good. It's great.
Sebastian Stan, my beloved. Him and Loki are the only two characters that have been through every phase of the MCU so far. That's actually crazy to think about.
Mm,
Like Loki was all the way in the first Avengers movie. Bucky was in Captain America: The First Avenger. Like
but
that's
yeah.
crazy to think about. That's crazy to think about. That guy was in like one of the first four movies of the MCU, and he's still making movies now, like a decade later. Respect to Sebastian Stan. I love that guy. Unfortunately, he did shave, so he doesn't look not nearly as good,
Ah,
respectfully,
come
as he
on,
was.
come
Bald
on.
now. He's bald now. What is happening, dude? Whatever movie he's playing in, respect. I will watch it. But why did you have to make him bald, bro? Couldn't you like make the character at least have some like crazy good looking hair like he usually does? It's okay though. The hair will grow back. It'll grow back. We can go
Give it
back to
like a
simping.
couple of weeks, month. Yeah.
Go back to simping once his hair's back. No, yeah, I thought Thunderbolts was excellent. I was very, very pleasantly surprised. It was a good like I went with a bunch of friends and all of them enjoyed it, and we haven't enjoyed a lot of Marvel stuff for a long time. Yeah, it was
Oh,
good.
as a Spider-Man fan, as you are, what are your expectations for Spider-Man: Brand New Day?
Okay, well, it depends how the which way they take it. If they make it like a Kingpin, like a New York style movie that's very Spider-Man focused, I think it's gonna be good. However,
Okay.
if they throw a lot of like MCU stuff in there that doesn't fit, like multiverse stuff or anything like that, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be fun doing because I don't care about that. If I'm gonna go see Spider Man, I'm gonna want to see Spider Man. Maybe Daredevil. It would be cool to see Spider Man and Daredevil team up to take out Kingpin. I would be okay with that. I love my boy Charlie Cox, legend. Um, but I feel like they have to cook. They have to. Like it's a requirement for them to cook with Spider Man movies now because there's been so many. Like what are they going to reboot it again? I really desperately do need them to not have Spider Gwen in this movie, though.
Mm.
Give me a second. Knock on the door.
So, guys, uh, still watching, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, share. We're still here, doing everything. Don't mind Miguel over there. Know what the hell he's doing, but don't worry about it. Uh, money.
Crazy. The first thing I hear when I get back is money. Bro, sing about money already. Fiending for the money. It's okay. I'm back. My bad. Um, I kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, they have to cook. It's got to be like a Spider-Man in New York type movie, you know. It's got to be about him. It's gonna be about him. It's got to be about him, like finding his identity. That's really got to be the main thing. It's got to be about. If it's got to be about him because like now he has nothing, right? No Aunt May. He's got no money, no college, no education. Well, no education, like no like proof of
Yeah.
like education, no proof of like his past. So he has to find himself. It's going to be an identity movie, probably. It has to be. What else is it going to be? And I think it would be cool to, because of identity, I think it'd be cool to add the chameleon as a villain. Because
Hmm.
if you don't know who Chameleon is the villain who's constantly changing appearance, kind of like Mysterio, but Mysterio does it with like special effects and magic. It's really just like visual effects and stuff like that. But the Chameleon actually changes, so it would be cool. We saw a version of the Chameleon in the Spider-Man TV show, which is cool. The what is it called? It's not freshman year. They changed it. They changed the name of it.
Hmm.
What's that? What's the new Spider-Man TV show called? Whatever the new one on Disney Plus is, I forgot. It used to be called Freshman Year, but now they changed the name. I think they changed the name to something else. I don't know. I saw it was good. I do need them to bring back my fucking goated show, Spectacular Spider-Man. I've been waiting like 15 years. The last season,
Long time
2009.
about
It's happening. And then yeah, but then he shows up. He shows up in Into the Spider Verse. Oh no, Beyond the Spider Verse. Like he shows the characters who has to like tell Miles that this is how it goes. And I'm like, buddy, just bring him back. You would get
that.
you would make money, a lot of it, because only from me, I would watch that shit like on loop for years.
Mm.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Spectacular Spider-Man, it's definitely one of the best superhero TV shows I've ever seen. I don't know if it's the best. The Batman animated series is very good. I also, controversial opinion, I do like Batman Brave and the Bold. It's a little more comedic, but it's pretty good. Anyways, enough talk about this random BS that nobody cares about. Obscure Marvel nerdy TV shows nobody has heard
You're
of.
right. You're right. We could pause on Marvel. Let me see. Ooh, I do got one more thing on my radar.
Yeah, yeah.
Cenat Streamer University. Now that's been going around for a
Oh,
while. I'm not gonna lie.
okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Kai Cenat is cooked with his. I don't know who his production team is, but they've been cooking with these trailers and these videos that they've been making for whatever the fuck he wants. He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. But those they're sick. I'm not gonna lie. I saw like the trailer video he had for it, and then like the welcome to video he has for like with a bunch of streamers in it. And low key, those videos, their production is very good, very well made. I don't know who is producing these videos, but they are very well made.
Bro, he has millions of dollars. He can pretty much do whatever the hell he wants. S- He even
No, but like like some people have millions of dollars and they try and like pay off a production company and they make things stupid. But he definitely like you can definitely tell that the dude is passionate about this type of thing and like he can. It's just making stuff, and it's very inspirational for him to try and bring light. I think it's a good thing that he's doing. He's trying to bring light to other streamers who aren't as big, giving them like an opportunity to kind of promote themselves individually as streamers while also simultaneously making it an event. I think Kai Cenat or whoever, like if he has a team behind him or anything, very intelligent people and very passionate as well. And I can tell he enjoys what he's doing. Like that Batman video he was making, or whatever the fucking Batman ad or whatever the fuck it was, bruh. That shit's elite. He doesn't look nowhere near like he doesn't look like Batman because the suit definitely does not fit him.
it did not, but
But the production quality of those videos, elite. They were so good. And like when he and it's his entire like studio setup. Like the way he had like the Batman suits on display. Like look at this shit. I got like photos of myself in the background. He has Batman suits in the background. Crazy. And I really enjoyed like when he started doing it. He did like the what's the game where you're chained together with someone? And he did that with Speed, and they had a literal chain chaining them together. So
nah,
Speed would get
nah.
yank the chain, and he would get sent. That was a. I don't know if it's funny, but it's definitely like there's so much thought that's being put into this that you can't help but like even if you don't like necessarily watch Kaisen or like that much like care for what he's doing, like you can definitely like respect him for what he's doing and appreciate that he's trying to help other people too. I think so. I don't really think he's that funny, but I have a huge respect for both his production team, whoever's coming up with the ideas for these videos, and for like the opportunities he's creating for other people too. I think it's a good thing. I don't know. Are we gonna see smart fellas in the
He
smart
didn't
fellas? Ain't
even
never gonna.
he didn't even sign
Didn't
up.
even invite. Didn't even invite. He didn't even invite.
Didn't even
No
invite.
invite. Hey, in the I think it's funny because he doesn't have like you go to their website and most of the stuff on there like you still they still doesn't have any teachers. It still says TBD. So I have no idea who the hell is going to teach these Twitch streamers sex education. Who's teaching them that? It still
Uh,
says TBD on the website.
uh,
Or who's teaching them? Who's who's teaching them film or acting? Because definitely ain't Kai Cenat. No, I'm kidding.
no, no.
Acting isn't bad. It's fine. It's decent acting. It's not awful. It's comedic though. That's the whole purpose of it though. But yeah, what do you think about Streamer University? Are you gonna apply? You gonna apply? Big man Curtis, top C in the.
I mean, I've been looking on it. A lot of people, well, some people, I guess, they complained because most of the people that were selected were already people that stream and already makes like already has about 10 to 30K viewers. And these are like, and most of the people are actually kind of like friends that he already knows. And remember, it's like mad people who applied. And it's just like, bruh, I forgot
Yep. I
this
think
one girl. I forgot her name, but she posted the video of her crying because she wasn't accepted into the university. And I'm
that's
just
actually
like,
wild.
bruh,
Well, obviously he's not going to pick some random Joes especially not for the first season. Are you serious? He needs a proof of concept. So
you're right.
it makes sense if he's picking people at least that at least have a following. I don't think he would ever pick people who don't that are like starting from scratch because he doesn't know if you're starting from scratch, nobody knows if you're actually going to make it big because you have that personality or not. So it makes sense for him to pick. I don't think it's that crazy for him to pick people he knows would cook together in a room.
You know what? Give us
Um,
5 years.
5. You mean next
Five?
year?
Next, you know what? You're right. You give us
5
next
years?
year.
5 months? What are you talking about?
You know what? You know what?
5 weeks?
Let's keep the
Told
confidence
you that.
on. Let's keep the
Told you
confidence.
they Gorilla Video will come back to haunt us someday.
That video was fire. If you did not get to see that video of our 100 man versus guerrilla drive, please take a look at that video. That video was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Basically, me and Curtis decided to each draft 50 people we would have fight a gorilla. Now, obviously, there's been some comments on the type of people we both picked. I saw a comment the other day that said that I was picking people for shits and giggles, and Curtis was doing mad research for it.
Yep.
Which you know what, to each their own. I want to have a good time. Curtis wants to survive. Like there's only
Damn right.
there's would Adam Sandler not heal you? That's the real question. Would Adam Sandler not heal you with laughter? Yes, he
Well, you know
absolutely
what?
would.
You know what?
And who
He would.
knows what kind of miracles the Pope would do? So I feel like those are essentials. Also, I have Chuck Norris in there just because, obviously, we need a one man army. And he's known for that. That's what he's known for. But yeah, I've always, this gorilla versus 100 men, I've seen it the other day. I think realistically, like if it's a regular sized gorilla, I reckon 10 dudes, if they're actually, competent, could take down a gorilla. But I was thinking like if this is King Kong, those are my
I
100
mean,
people that I'm fighting for King Kong.
if it's King Kong, I think we're cooked. I'm not
My,
gonna.
my jeez. What if
You were
it's
the-
what if it's, what if it's the white one from the Rock movie Rampage?
he was
The white
still a
one.
big guy. He was still cooked. You mean
Yeah,
like
but
regular size?
yeah, but we took Dwayne the Rock Johnson with us. So does he
Oh,
not like befriend Gorilla in the movie? So maybe he'll just do the same this time. There's too much thought. Maybe stay tuned for more videos like these in the future. If you have any ideas, drop them.
Definitely, please drop him. We'll
We
make
will
him.
do anything. We'll do
He will.
anything, please.
Please, we're desperate.
So yeah, that's all I have. All for me. All my app the week. Um, but yeah, that's it. That's all
But
we got today.
yep. This is episode 3. Like I said, apologize. It took us a while to get back. We're just organizing. But you know what? The more we do this, the more organized we'll be, and we'll be consistent. You'll see you'll see notifications popping up every like almost every day if needed to. But not every day is crazy. Nah, too much, too much, too much. But nah, we're
Who
here.
knows? I wouldn't mind uploading every day.
Hell no. You know how much
We just gotta
you know
make
how much work that is?
let's
God.
let's just make it to 1 million subscribers first, and then we can do it.
No more sleep.
Who needs it? Honestly, just
Damn.
hire some people. We'll just hire some people, make the channel really boring by then. There's gonna be nothing creative. It'll just be me and Curtis sitting in front of TV for like 30 minutes, so we get paid and then leave.
Word.
We send the video to some bum editors. They edit it, upload it. They do everything for us. We make the money. GG's. I'm done. There's a $1 billion plan. And Curtis can go back to raging on his personal YouTube channel over a video game.
Still have to
Speaking
make
of,
a still gonna
when's
make
the
that part
when's
3.
the when's the next video coming out?
You
Hmm?
know what? Next next Cuphead video should definitely be out next week. I am making a shirt that's supposed to drop off tomorrow. Something entirely random, so don't be
Uh
surprised.
oh.
But Cuphead will be out. Uh Expect a Switch game in the next 2 weeks. A Switch game. I do have a Switch, so I definitely remember
Switch
I
one
still
or
have that
two?
too. Huh?
Switch 1 or 2?
Me and you both know I can't afford the two. But
Okay. Me neither. Me neither. Not with all, not with the $90 games. What am I gonna? I can't even afford one game, let alone the Switch itself.
nah, but nah, stay tuned for that. But like I said, you like these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Most definitely, we need those.
Yeah.
But have a good day and stay smart.
They fell in.